So we're about to start the weekend, so I'll leave you with one video on a very, very powerful seed. It's a really, really small seed, but it has so much of nutrition in it and so many health benefits. There are so many of you who might already be having this, but you need to know the entire amount of health benefits that this does have. A lot of you have said it's chia seeds, some of you said it's flax, some of you said it's fenugreek. Well, I'm talking about the sweet basil seed, also known as a sabja seed in Hindi and also known as takmaria. These seeds are found at your local grocer. They're really small in size and they look exactly the same as chia seeds, but they are not chia seeds. They're far from the family of chia seeds. And they come from the sweet basil plant, which is also different from the holy basil or the tulsi plant. Now, these seeds find its place in most groceries across India. And it's existed in Ayurveda, it's existed in medicine before, and it's used for so many health benefits. We're going to understand exactly why you need to add this to your daily diet. You may not have any of the conditions that we mentioned, but you can still get health benefits by just adding it to your diet. For example, 4 grams, that's little less than a spoon of these tiny seeds, has more fiber than a whole bulb of lettuce. It also has something called ALA, which is alpha-linolenic acid. And this comes from the amazing amount of omega-3 fatty acids that sabja seeds have. Yes, you can get omega-3 from these seeds as well. So those of you who are vegetarian, those of you who are vegan, okay, if you have just flax seeds as a source or you have walnuts as a source, you now have sabja seeds as well as a source of omega-3 fatty acids. Now, these tiny seeds, when you add them to water, you'll find that they swell up almost instantly. They have this gelatinous coating around them, so that it'll be this little black seed with this little white gelatinous coating around. If you're familiar with this drink in India, it's called faluda, where they mix these seeds with water and a lot of ice cream as well. And these seeds are full of fiber, which means it has the ability to keep you full for a longer period of time. Of course, not when you mix it with ice cream. But we all know the health benefits of fiber when it's used in the right quantity, the right quality, and the right time. So it's good for your cholesterol as well, because we all know the correlation between fiber and cholesterol. It acts as a natural colon cleanser, because with all that fecal matter and all that waste that gets stuck in our colon over years, this fiber in the sabja seeds has a mechanical effect. As it passes through your colon, it keeps taking away all of that excess fecal matter. It keeps loosening the fecal matter on your colon wall and helps you to get rid of it from your body, which makes it a fantastic seed when it comes to constipation. We all know that constipation is one of the worst things that someone can have and has a connection with almost any possible disease, including cancers, including migraines, headaches, poor digestive systems, and acidity. So if anyone's constipated, it should be on our top to-do list to make sure we do everything besides using just medication to help us get rid of constipation. So when you have 2 teaspoons of these seeds mixed with water before you sleep, or even when you wake up in the morning, it can help you have a good stool. So over time, it can help you overcome constipation as well. So how does it play its role in weight loss? Just consuming these seeds is not going to help you lose weight. We all know that there is no shortcut when it comes to losing weight. But when you strategically include this in your diet, so for example, when you have 1 teaspoon mixed with water or 2 teaspoons mixed with water, and you consume this 30 minutes before your lunch or before your dinner or before your lunch and dinner, depending on your current diet and the amount of fiber that you have, number one, it can prevent you from overeating because it makes you feel full faster. At the same time, it's rich in fiber. It's extremely rich in fiber, and that has its benefit in digestion, and that has its benefit in helping you not to overeat. Now, we just spoke about the alpha-linolenic acid that is contained in the omega-3 in these seeds. ALA has an important function in boosting fat burn and boosting metabolic activity. ALA, like omega-3s, boost your metabolic function and fat burn, and that's how it plays a role in people who have a low metabolism or people who have sedentary lifestyles and have low metabolisms. This doesn't mean that you have sabja seeds and you still have a sedentary lifestyle. It won't work. You need circulation of blood and high metabolic foods to make that work for your body. It's extremely cooling for the human body. So people who have acidity, it plays a big role in helping you overcome acidity. And this is great to add to your water in the summertime. In the winter, you'll find most locals and farmers will not have sabja seeds anymore because it's cooling for the human body, and you can use it when you're acidic or especially when it's summer. It plays a massive role in type 2 diabetes as well, and also type 1. We're not here to say that these seeds will reverse your diabetes, but yes, because it's rich in fiber, when you have it 30 minutes before your meals, it can prevent any spike in your blood sugar levels. So for people who have diabetes, this is something fantastic for you to add to your diet. Of course, keep your nutritionists or keep your doctors in the loop just so that you don't go into hypo in case you have too much of it. Remember, anything in excess is bad for you. So you don't want to overdo this thinking it's going to help you lose weight, because this can also make you bloat, and it can also dehydrate you because it can go into your colon and absorb a lot of water, because that's how the seed functions. So you got to make sure that if you're having this, you also slightly increase your water intake level. Now, when it comes to skin disorders as well, eczema and psoriasis, there's a very simple recipe that includes these seeds, which has worked wonders for people across the world. So you take 2 tablespoons of coconut oil and you gently warm it. You crush basil seeds in a pestle until it becomes a fine powder, and you slowly cook it with the coconut oil for about a minute. And then you cool that oil and you put it on the area where you have eczema or the area that you have psoriasis. And you do this for at least 15 to 20 days for it to work. But again, this alone will not heal your eczema and psoriasis, because we all know that anything that expresses itself outside, externally on the body, also has to be looked internally. So you got to look at detoxification, you got to look at the kind of foods that you're eating, you got to look at your lifestyle. So all of these tips will help you when you put it in a complete lifestyle package. Basil seeds are rich in iron, protein, vitamin A, vitamin K, magnesium, manganese, and folic acid. And so it plays a huge role when it comes to immunity, coughs, colds, sore throats. Generally, when you find your immunity falling, or generally, everyone should be looking at boosting their immunity today, considering the world that we're living in, contaminated air, water, food, stress, all of that stuff. Anything that boosts immunity should be in our diet in the right way. So you can soak a tablespoon of sabja seeds in a bottle overnight, and in the morning, you can soak it with raw honey, and you can soak it with ginger and a little bit of lemon juice. This makes a fantastic tonic to boost your immunity, especially when you have a cold, cough, or a viral. You can also warm water and then add the seeds to warm water and add some ginger, honey, and lemon as well. It works as a fantastic tonic. For women who are going through UTI problems, urinary tract infections, having sabja seeds soaked in water will help you clean your kidney and your bladder extremely fast and provide a cooling effect, taking away the burning sensation and also helping you heal the UTI problem. So what's the best way to take it? You can consume 2 teaspoons a day for great health. You can go up to 3 teaspoons. But anything has to be done in moderation. So the ideal way to do it is soak these 2 teaspoons in a bottle of water and sip on that water at specific times in a day. Now, if you're pregnant, you do not want to use sabja seeds unless your nutritionist or your doctor allows you to do it. And if you have cancers which are estrogen driven, estrogen dominant cancers, or any disease which is estrogen dominant, because sabja seeds will lower your estrogen in the human body if you have it the wrong way or you have too much of it. So it makes it good for women who have hormonal issues where estrogen has to be brought down naturally. So people where estrogen has to be brought down naturally, like an ER-positive cancer, when we're trying to lower the amount of estrogen in the body, this will play a major role. But for women who need estrogen, who require estrogen in the body and take these seeds, it can actually work adversely for them. So again, always do things by making an informed decision. Check with your nutritionist or your medical practitioners before you add it, or look into your own life, look at your current status of your health and decide whether this is going to help you or it's not going to help you. Just because I mentioned the word weight loss doesn't mean that everyone starts having sabja seeds mindlessly. There's always a time and a place and a right way to add what nature's given to us in our diets. Everyone have a great weekend. Try adding this to your water. If you've got acidity, diabetes, all of the conditions that we just mentioned, it's available at any grocer. You get a lot of it for something less than 8 or 9 rupees. It's nature again. You can't go wrong with nature when it's used the right way, respected, and not abused. Have a great weekend. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, and breathe deep.